Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lucid, and I've got Zan and Grippa with me.
Hello.
It,
Hello, hello.
yes, it's been a long time since we recorded in real life, so we're kind of picking this back up. But hopefully for you, the viewers, you won't notice any sort of lag. And it's turn 32. So I guess a short kind of description of where we are. There's a big coalition against whatchamacallit, Joeman. But so it's like Arco, and it was supposed to be Ulm, but I think Ulm might have been bought out or something. And then he's fighting Bogarus, so that's three nations. Oh, and Abyssian. But the Agartha is actually coming in on the side of Joeman. We saw last time he did some ritual sacrifices, where last turn he lost 3 armies of Bakemono as he was stealth moving them into an enemy province that had a lot of PD, and they got patrolled out and killed in detail. So that's happening. Lemuria basically is chilling, and Calum is getting brutally attacked by the monkeys, and Allegra is fighting Satis. So I think that's the state of the world. Okay, we'll start with the message from Arcos Valley. Ho, Lucid. Ooh, that's rude. Wanted to give an update on the battle at the fort on turn 31. That's last turn. This is turn 32. Turns out I forgot that Joeman has assassins. I won anyway, but dang, did that mess up my plans. I lost all but one of my communion masters. Ooh. Which meant I didn't have about a quarter of the spells going off that I planned. Plus, or on the plus side, it meant that I didn't need to worry about losing communion slaves. Yeah, that's quite the silver lining.
Yeah, that's
It's something.
true. A glass half full
Yeah, this
energy right there. I love it.
Now I have a squad of 5 monkeys guarding each mage in the army. Oh, I also didn't know that Joeman had foul vapors already, so I'll be having protection against that from happening now as well. I'm almost to enchantment 7, at which point it will be a lot more economical to achieve, but I will make do with poison ward for now. And a message from Bogarus.
Those new players grow up so fast, coming up with Poison Ward and Enchantment 7.
Yeah. Yeah, poison ward is pretty good if you have easily spammable nature mages. You can pretty easily blanket your army if you don't mind coughing up some nature gems.
Yeah, that's my issue with it. Is it gets expensive very quick. You're spending all these nature gems to do all that, and they're just like, haha, I'll spend 2 nature gems to foul vapors.
Yeah.
You'll spend 10 to stop me.
The cost of doing it for an important battle isn't really a big deal compared to, like, when you look at like the resources you're bringing. It's more like it's really the number of I mean, I guess it's the opportunity cost of those mages. They could be doing something else, but
Yep, that too.
okay,
Like researching.
right? Depending one's capital. Okay, now that the situation isn't as dire, I'm planning my future research. My next goals are construction 4 for boosters and sanguine dowsing rods. Then I'm climbing all the way up to blood 5 for sinless or horror. Do you approve of this, Grippa?
I wonder who would do that.
Yeah.
It's a good plan. I just think it's a little late.
Yeah.
Unless your horror is fun. It's never late.
Yeah. Sinless or horror arrives precisely when it means to. But it is going to be tricky without having much of a blood economy, so we'll have to see. This means I'm planning on slowly building up my blood economy. It's a plan with a more long-term payoff, but I believe I need something like this to stabilize my power when troops become less relevant. The gem burn potential also helps. Yeah. Okay, my plans of conquest are still concentrated on Patalan right now, but I may swing up to take the Satis fort on my border at some point. Right now, Allegra is keeping them in check, so I'm not worried about an attack into my lands. Okay. Zan, where do you want to start off here?
Real quick, does that mean like Booger's just pieced out with Joeman? Like he's like, oh, I'm gonna do blood hunting now. And it's like you just had an army about to siege your cap. Like
Yeah, I want to
to
sit there.
So
Okay, let's see
is
what's
he just,
happening.
like,
I'm not really
done
sure.
with-
I mean, I know he had his hands full with Arco, but oh my gosh. I mean, he's just taking all of the Arco lands. So this was a big army here last turn, and he split it. He was threatening the cap. He checked the cap, right? Which basically forced Arco to defend it.
Yep.
And then he said, psych, I'm going to go take these. And look,
I mean,
look how many gems he got.
it was a brilliant move because Arco, it's like you said, Arco was in check. He has to defend his capital, which means Joeman just gets the rest of those lands for free.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, Agartha showed up.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, what is this? Did they just claim the throne of Gaia? What's happening here? Iron Throne. Okay, the throne of Gaia has been claimed. I don't know if it was claimed last turn or what's
Damn it,
going on.
Allegra.
Yeah, I swear to God. Agartha. So last turn, Agartha lost 2 sneaking Bakemono squads on this province, and I think 1 on the throne. And this turn, he loses 2 more. We'll watch one of these ritual sacrifices out of solidarity with the little Bakemonos. Don't want it, their sacrifice to be completely in vain.
I'll be honest. Have you ever seen those work?
They're good.
Like in a stealth move like that.
Oh.
In a stealth move. Like in an army fight, yes. But like in a stealth raiding tactic, I don't think I've personally seen them work.
I mean, you can take out... I mean, this is a decent amount of PD, but it's not an amazing amount. This is like... What? Is it 25 PD? Yeah.
I think it is 25 PD.
I mean,
It works great against 6.
yeah, I mean, these guys can be stealth raiders. The problem is they don't really win against much. Like 1 earth elemental or a fire elemental or 20 PD or, you know, like the list goes on. Like, they're not really that great of raiders. But by God, you know, I could sit here and nitpick Agartha, but he's rolling out.
He's doing it.
He's been building up troops. He's been templing every goddamn province he has. And he said, enough of this. Enough of templing all my provinces. Enough.
I'm out of provinces. I must build more temples.
Yeah. Maybe Agartha is an AI. And maybe the AI's code says, build temples in all provinces. Once this is complete, attack neighbor.
That's one way to do it.
I absolutely love how the only province he actually attacks of Arco is the farthest one he could feasibly attack, including an undefended throne and just PD it.
Okay, so let's see what he's doing. Oh, he's got penumbrals. These are kind of spicy.
Yep.
No mages.
Very few crossbowmen. Yeah, Agartha should win that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like those little hoplite guys are not going to do anything against cave drakes or
Yeah.
cave knights.
yeah, they might dismount a couple, but that's about the best they could hope for.
Yeah,
Oh, these guys are sadly gonna die. They do.
yeah, too few.
They're pretty tough, but they do need kind of buffs. They don't really do that great if you don't buff them.
Yep.
Are they have... Okay. I mean, what I can say for Agartha... Oh my god, he's got guys retreating. Oh no, they're back here. They're not retreating. So he's not using mages in fights, but he's been using mages. He's been spending his gems. I bet you he's cleared out his gem bank. You know, if he's got death gems, he's turning them into long dead or penumbrals or whatever.
Yeah, he's got the numbers. He just needs the mages.
Yeah. I think Arco suffered such a big loss here against Joeman that potentially he can be okay not mobilizing like his mages. Like, I mean, if you're just fighting PD, this number of troops is gonna, he can take this fort.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. But it's like,
Yeah, that stack can just literally walk in right there and take those.
yeah.
There's nothing Arco has anywhere near it. But I still would have liked to have seen the mages at first. Like, they're not even down there.
Right.
So he didn't plan to use them at all.
Yeah, just Drake Lords. He's like, the job of mages is just to summon troops. Which is decidedly a step above of the only job mages have is to research.
I mean, having just finished an early age TNG game, and I did some of a late age Agartha game, summoning troops is pretty big for those two nations.
Yeah. Wait, so what did Ulm? Ulm takes this from Joeman. I believe this was sold to Joeman. I mean, I was sold to Ulm by Joeman. And I think that's his payoff for leaving him alone.
Good province. I'll take it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We've got some popcorn battles here. We've got Joeman riding out with the Earth Snake. Enough gems, it looks like, just for Earthquake.
I hope he's not doing Earthquake.
He could also do Curse of Stones, maybe. Some Mystics. I don't know what these guys are going to cast. They've each got a few gems. Earth
Power, Strength Giants.
Hard to tell. They can do... Wait, can these guys do the... Dragon Teeth or whatever?
Arco can.
Yeah.
If he has Enchantment 6.
Yeah.
Great. He said he's almost got Enchantment 7.
He does.
Be able to.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, then yeah. There you go. That's a great spell.
I don't know how these guys are going to kill an Earth Snake, though. So he's doing some Poison Ward. He had said he was worried about that. Okay, that was Curse of Stones from the Snake. Oh, he hasn't done... That's kind of weird. He did it turn 1 rather than Earth Power.
Maybe he wanted to get it before an anti-magic.
I don't think it goes up before anti-magic, does it?
Well, Arco... You would presume most Arcos are going to try to Communion first.
Oh, okay. Oh, gosh.
Ooh.
What was that?
Ooh.
Maws of the Earth.
Well done.
From downtown.
Well done.
He's like, Earth Snake and melee? No, mine's a caster. But he did do... this is pretty cool. So he did some of these Sparte with Dragon Teeth.
Love those guys.
They did some work for us in All-Stars. I love them.
They've done work for me in every game I've used them in.
Here we're seeing a little bit of the cost of... Like, the threat of assassins has made to put all these guys on guard commander. Could be if these guys were out here, they would be swinging the battle more. There's like... That's like a... It's the hidden cost of... Or the hidden value of having assassins. Yeah. I mean, the Arco troops are doing really well in combat. I think if they had these guys, they might have crushed this flank. The Shark Warriors are going to be a problem. But these guys have ruined this flank. 6 attack. Oh, but they're getting wrecked by Earth Grip. Or Earth Meld.
Yep. Silly humans.
It's like all this... this density from Formation Fighter is great for point buffing, but also great to be fucking nailed with Earth Meld.
Yep. That's why when I played Arco, I opted for the larger buff, because then you still fit 3 to a square. To me, 5 to a square, yeah, it sounds nice when you're buffing, but it also sounds nice when the enemy's throwing crap at you.
Yeah. And like Earth, elemental stuff, you could have resistances and dodge it. The other stuff, you know... Like Earth Meld, you can't do anything about that, I don't think. Except be flying.
Yeah, when theory crafting in a perfect world, yeah, you're probably not going to get hit. But we all know that Dominions is not a game we play perfectly.
I mean, this was really close. I think my summary from watching this was there was some cool spell casting on both sides. Ultimately, the Shark Warriors held up this top flank. And while the kind of elite troops, the Heart Companions from Arco, crushed the bottom flank, it ended up not mattering because they got stuck in Earthmelt for like 5 turns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it was so close for Arco. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Like he really could have rolled that whole thing and then gotten guys into the back lines.
Let's take a
And
look
then
at the
Earthmelt
mages
said
here from Joeman.
no.
He has this guy who's in Nature 2. He had this guy who's in Earth 3. This was one of the guys spamming Earthmeld, I think. Another Earth 3. Another... So he had 3 Earth 3s. Plus his god. Yeah. That was pretty intense. I think it was actually just more effective. I mean, the Arco mages did a lot, but I think what swung this battle, and Joeman brought more, but I think what really swung the battle was the mage support from Joeman.
Oh yeah, 110%. Like those Earth melts were just beautiful.
Yep.
If this Arco player gave you his turn, he was like, "This is all I've got." What would you have done, Zan, to maybe swing this battle? I'll show you again.
I mean, he did the Arco things correctly, and at least I didn't see him make a big communion where he only had like maybe 2 or 3 casters. They all kind of did their own. I know there is a communion, but I did see a lot of their own thing. I mean, did he go into it knowing that Joeman was going to have that snake?
I didn't know Drummond was going to have the snake. He might have. I didn't.
Yeah.
God, those crossbows are fucking him up. There's the crossbows and then the Maws of the Earth.
Yeah, because if he does know that the snake is there, you just don't take this fight. Because even if you kill Joeman's entire army, like your win condition against the snake is HP routed.
Yeah, but I mean that's totally doable. You can easily HP route the snake here, but you have to win the battle really hard.
You have to win the battle really hard, which means at best it's a Pyrrhic victory. I wouldn't take it. Now, if you don't know the snake is there, I think he did fine.
Yeah.
I think his play was okay. Maybe don't communion up. If he has the mages for it, try not to communion up to do the Sparte so that they go in front of your actual troops.
Yeah.
So maybe they take the first wave.
A lot of damage. Like they're really good troops. So
100%.
The other option is maybe have like a Skelly spam beam in the middle, and then have the actual elite troops each on a flank, and that way. I don't know. It's not a ton of Skelly spam coming out. It's just a
one thing he could do: separate his mages from the monkeys. The monkeys are drawing the longbow fire.
Yeah, that's true.
That big buff ball in the middle with the mages and the monkey bodyguards, that's going to get him killed.
I would have also liked to see if Arco could got down strength of giants.
Oh,
because his guys were just like the Heart Companions were looking cool until you noticed they did like 10 damage. And I was like, oh shit. Like the attack plus 6 is beautiful in my opinion, but then they're just like poking the Shark Tribe who have like 40 HP, and it's like, here you go.
Yeah, it's a little tough to do with Mystics, especially with this few guys.
Oh yeah, maybe he did have it intended, but he got it assassinated out. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing is just that it's like side effects of like what Zan was saying with the monkeys there on guard commander drawing all the aggro. Like they just got ruined by the archery and Maws of the Earth. Like he lost like 4 or 5 mages there. So, okay.
Yeah, and there, no fun.
Okay, so Joeman I think has bought off Ulm. He's secured this.
If he's bought off Ulm and gotten out of war with Bogarus, I'm going to be so sad.
And he's taken most of the Arco land. I think his score graph must be up a lot. Oh yeah, he's back. He's right back near peak. And this peak right here was eating Bogarus. So he's kind of frittered, he's wheeled and dealed, bought Ulm off, doesn't have to worry about that. Basically he's guaranteed to get this back. Agartha's on their side, and he's going to get a large portion of this, and then is presumably going to turn back down to the business of eating Bogarus. Assuming that, I think he's planning on Agartha like washing over this part of Arco, and who gets the Arco capital, I don't think he really cares exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't greedy at all.
So that's pretty good diplomacy from him, finding little win-wins for the people, for Agartha. I mean, it clearly makes sense for Agartha. Well, I don't know. It could make sense for Agartha to conquer him, but this is looking like a harder fight than this. Like, eating Arco is looking way easier for Agartha than plowing into Joeman and going for his capital. Speaking of plowing into Joeman and going for his capital, we have Abyssian.
Ooh.
Fighting the good fight.
Oh, I think these were fire elemental summoners. But, oh, yeah, but there just wasn't enough PD here. Oh, wait, they did flaming arrows. Huh.
Yeah, they still did flaming arrows, though.
I think he just didn't script it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good amount of crossbowmen.
They get pinged by Earth Gnome, showing what's here.
The greatest Bronco author.
Yeah.
This is such a weird image. It has all this weird dithering kind of like artifacts around it. And it's a strange looking. The Illwinter definitely photoshopped this. I highly doubt they did it by hand. It's got all the little weird jagged edges. I know because I've made bad sprites for Dominions. All right, and this is up there. Has all the trademarks as if I did it.
What beautiful kit for this guy. Oh my god. That looked weird.
Okay, wait, what did they all cast? I didn't even see. Oh, 29 protection. No armor. The fuck?
Yeah, no armor, 2 weapons, both 6 attack.
Yeah.
We're going out there.
I know already. I raged about this a while back. Not rage, but I had my strong feelings about it.
Like, I'm actually upset that he has the damn protective force thing. I wanted him to be like all attack, no defense.
I can understand the I mean, getting it low encumbrance, I think, is valuable on an innate caster like this. But
Lucid, it's a new player game. They are not looking at that value.
I bet.
Fair point.
I mean, he might have, because that guy was fatiguing out like crazy. What does he have to cast? What do you research so the only thing your guy can cast on turn 30 is flying fucking shards? I mean, I know the AI likes flying shards more than it should, but what the fuck is going on?
You need Shockwave. Shockwave's the thing that makes it deadly.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god, they're regenning too.
Oh my gosh. Fire swords?
Maybe you found them?
These are Construction's hero. What the fuck? Game! Like, you literally can't hit anything with it. 6 attack.
I'm telling you, it's so great.
What the fuck? Ah! I mean, he could have done, like, if he did things, the area of effect, those are pretty good because you don't need a good attack. You know, like Mace of Flame Eruption or whatever it's called. Mace of Eruption. I will say, this is still going to present a puzzle for Joeman to kill. It's not like you, even how silly it's kitted. It's not going to be trivial.
Depends. If it remains at that offensive output, Joeman is capable of casting Shatter.
Yeah, that's true.
Regularly, or even like if its offensive output doesn't exist, then Great Swords and Shatter and all that fun stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Got to up its spooky value.
Yeah, I mean, I think he can do it, but I'm just saying it's still like a little puzzle. You know, Yeah.
Actually, with how much a Shiguru is making and him using them as they're supposed to, which is little body blockers. Yeah, Shatter is, I think, the way to do it.
That's probably right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Joeman has deployed the Air Force.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no! Uh-oh.
Okay, he made pretty quick work of him. 50 fatigue. I mean, this is a pretty solid thug. Because it's going to kill things really quickly. This is very good for light raiding. Like, you don't want this guy to get surrounded because he'll get like plink, 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 plinked with like the single point of damage. But through mist form. But for anything like under 15 PD, it's probably going to do pretty good. Let's see what he's doing here. If only we had Robzia here. Comment on...
The expert.
It's the same kit for that one.
Rapsia would be screaming.
Okay, so this one looks more interesting because this has a lot of crossbow. Iron Skin.
Yeah, I wonder where you'd give him the fire ring. That's
So
a
this
weird
one's going to be a lot more resistant because he's done Temper Flesh and Iron Skin.
one. Oh, the other ones weren't.
Yeah.
I just kind of assumed
Oh,
those
and
was
he
like the
snipes the
default.
commander. Because I was going to say, if he has to sit here and take a face full of... Were these guys in the same tile? I think he did like a single... He killed... Oh. Watch what happens when he lands. They're in the same tile. I think it's by luck.
If he does, I'm gonna be very upset because this is what I was trying to do in your dreams, my memes game, like 4 freaking battles in a row.
Wait, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh my
god.
Wow,
This game sucks.
Gotcha.
well done.
I don't know if he could have taken all these because the crossbows can go through 28 protection.
Yeah, especially at that range.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll never know. I wonder if any of these were magic phase. Oh, great sword of sharpness. Let's see if any of them... Okay, it doesn't look like any of these were... Oh no, this was probably magic phase. No. That might have been. Yeah, okay, I don't think they were magic phase. So, yeah, he just flew them all in.
Although I have to say, like, now what for most of them?
What do you mean?
There's a lot.
Like,
They can move
he
anywhere.
took all those provinces there, yeah. Oh yeah, they're flying, so I guess he could go jump further out. But I feel like Abyssian has enough in those areas that he could set traps in the remaining lands he can go to.
I mean, he can... Joeman can set traps too. Like, oh, you need to come retake this? I'm going to put all the Ryujin in one province. Like, that's what you have to be worried about when you're doing this. You're like, hey, well, what if all the Ryujin show up?
I actually
True, but
don't
that's
like.
why the plan that I would do here is to go retake everything with minimal forces on each one, and if Joeman does that, okay, you lost one with minimal and retook the rest.
I don't like what he rated.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, like, Joeman's taking all these back provinces that he's not getting income from now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I agree with
He
that.
needed to take. If he would have taken that forest, all of this would have made sense.
Yes.
This one with the god in it? Or no, this one. Wait, which
Or
one?
yeah. Oh, you know, well, it
I
doesn't
think
even
he-
link all the way
He
over.
needed,
Yeah, like,
to
that's
connect,
like-
he needed
yeah.
to connect this way, I think.
At minimum connected, because all he's done
Oh yeah,
is-
you can connect that way. Mhm.
Yeah. So I like it's a good I agree with the like quote unquote elfing here,
Yeah.
but I don't like how he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really want to trace your income because otherwise you're not getting anything out of it.
Yeah.
He could have gone and taken all the provinces behind the Abyssian army too, and locked anything he then takes off of income.
Well, I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight to take the provinces around the army because you don't want to risk the army walking into you. You want to go for
yeah,
like
that's fair.
safe provinces.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I think he absolutely could have taken those 2 planes between his
like,
water fort.
He probably
And the
would have
mountain.
lost if he attacked here.
But I mean, the 2
Yeah.
planes north of that,
Yeah.
he could have taken those 2 instead of the far 2, and now he would have linked up at least
Yeah.
most of his rating.
Yeah.
And then that's,
And yeah,
you
like,
know, I had a Kalem game recently where I was rating, and yeah, I was taking a few losses, but because I kind of changed my provinces together in such a way, I was also getting like 500 gold a turn just from rating.
Right.
Kind of
And,
the point.
yeah,
You want to
and-
get resources.
That's exactly like Abyssia. If Abyssia is paying attention, he should know that it's those provinces that are real key for Joeman to take to get anything back. So I would set traps in both of those provinces if I could. He's got 4. It's right next to his cap and everything.
Yeah. So we've got some interesting things. This is what Joeman's got in this area, and he's also got this army, which has a decent amount of Ashigaru, but I think... Oh. Yeah, actually, okay, I was thinking there were more archers, but did this one have more archers? No, it's mostly Ashigaru. So I think fire elementals are going to fuck Ashigaru up. Like, I think he could, unless he has a way to get rid of these archers, which he might. He's got, maybe summons air elementals or something. Unless he has a way to get rid of these salamanders. Like, I think if these salamanders all summon a fire elemental, they would probably kill 100 of the army. And then the rest of Abyssian stuff just mops up the rest.
Yeah, it depends on if Joeman has any assassins down there. They might all be up at Arco.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous.
I think he takes this, deploys it forward. If he wipes this army, like if he wins a fight here, and if this army slowly sieges this down, maybe ideally it had more siege power. And then he uses what's in his cap to retake and counter raid. I think Abyssian could come out on top here, but
Yeah, especially if the gods deployed over where it was. Yep. I was gonna say if you put the fire ring on the snake, it'll take on infinite salamanders and fire elementals, but it's nowhere near where it needs to be. So
right. Yeah, the snake's way over there. So. So this is pretty interesting. I mean, Joeman getting pressed really hard here, but managing to make lemonade out of these lemons. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Joeman's under less pressure than he was 2 turns ago. I think that Arco is effectively cowered back and is not really a big threat to him right now. It's just the Abyssian army, and Ulm's no longer a threat.
And
he's
the
got
army.
Nothing on the west to worry about, nothing on the northeast. And the Arco army is going to probably be busy raiding back the provinces he already had. So he's just basically stealing income.
Yeah. Speaking of the west, so we've got Bogaru's going on top of this Patala fort that Patala had taken from him.
And massive PD dome, too.
Oh, was it?
Oh. It's all PD.
Yeah. Loses one Voy Archer. Oh, dang.
Wasn't worth it.
And Calum had been dancing around Patala's capital. This is his first time going on it. And this is really amazing because Calum, remember, was down to his cap and a fort, and that was literally his only land. And he didn't really have armies or research.
But is this still Calum by the sub player or?
No, this is a we've got a new player.
Okay.
Deciding the sub was too experienced. Oh my god. Hardly any losses. Patala doesn't get great PD. I'll just throw that out there.
It was beautiful. What are you talking about?
Oh gosh. Okay, so this looks like air elementals. Oh, it's lightning bolts. And they're distracted.
Earth elementals. There you go.
But they're not killing these in one hit. What's the max hit point? 15? They mostly appear to not be one hit. Oh, and then they're going for the earth elementals. And if you're going to lightning bolt down earth elementals, good luck.
Damn.
Okay.
People.
Yeah, they got yeeted.
People talk crap about earth elementals all the time. Yeah, they did well.
Yeah.
Great Sage got his kill and moved on.
Oh yeah, we didn't really look at what he did. Was he the one summoning the earth elementals?
Those what?
He's got some earth gems. What is he gonna do?
Naga mages are
A
good
day
too.
in the life of a great sage. Power of the sphere, summon earth powers, earth elemental, earth elemental. Oh, he gets moss body on that earth elemental, moss body on this one too.
That's hilarious.
But wait, is Which are the mages he's recruiting again?
I've got to find
Those
out.
are Seraphs, I believe.
No. These.
Oh,
These are
Okay.
Nagini.
Nagini doing that is fine. Okay, good. Yeah, if he was recruiting like the 400, 500 gold guy to be casting Moss Body, I'd be kind of sad.
Things are looking pretty rough for Calum. I mean for Patala. He's
Oh.
got this fort and this fort. This one's got a pile of cavemen. We've got corpse constructs and troops being recruited over here. Like he's moving siege chaff in. He's planning on taking this sieging through this 750 strength wall.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, he is Calum. It's not hard to round up a bunch of siege strength.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is when you're down to a cap and a fort.
It depends. Calum is very, very, especially late age Calum that has potentially infinite resources. They're very gold limited.
Did he?
So if he was down to his cap a bit, he might not have been
He
able to spend
poked
it all.
Lemuria here, I think. I was wondering this whole game, why are they letting Lemuria have this farmland? Well, now Calum's done something about it. I don't think this is the time you poke Lemuria.
Yeah, for the farmland, now it's 3,700 people.
Yeah, this is not worth pissing off Lemuria, this 23 gold per turn. Like, finish Patala. Jesus. It's not worth it. The ghosts are free agents.
Oh no.
They're attacking a throne here. And the ghost javelins go burr.
Technically, those vines can hit the ghosts, can't they?
No.
Oh, they're not
Nothing's
magical.
happening here, yeah. I mean, they're magical, but they don't do anything. Don't affect... Oh, it's inanimate. Are they fatiguing these guys out? No. Well,
Nope.
he's got a little bit of fatigue.
I used to be scared of those whips, and then you encounter them, and you're like, okay, yeah, this does nothing.
Yeah. They're pretty bad. They're some of the worst free spawn in the game. Like, I'd almost rather have, whatchamacallit? Soulless. Okay. So they take this. Yeah, Lemuria is a free agent. You do not poke them. Like, in fact, I would want to nap with them if I were Calum. Like what happens, what do you do if you're Calum and this army comes right here? You're probably not gonna, you're probably not gonna be taking Patala's capital. I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah.
Nope.
What throne is that Lemuria took?
The Throne of Earth.
Gnomes.
I think the logical play for Lemuria is actually to attack Calum now.
All right, isn't the Throne of Earth the one you were going crazy about? You saw Lemuria getting it?
Yeah, I mean, this would be super sick. Strength of Giants, and Nature Mages, like mass protection, mass regen, Gaia's Blessing later in the game. I mean, this is nuts. This is really good for Lemuria. But Strength of Giants is the relevant early thing. They can do Earth Meld too and stuff, not against Calum, but... Yeah.
Yeah, Lemuria can attack like pretty much anyone he wants now.
Yeah, I mean...
But he should attack somebody, though.
I think like a well-played Calum should be able to 1v1 Lemuria here and at least draw neutral. But I don't think Calum in this position is going to be able to fight a 1v2 with one of them being Lemuria.
Not in a meaningful way.
Yeah, and the troops he has aren't the right ones for fighting Lemuria. Like the corpse constructs are not good. The
Raven
Raven
Guard.
Guard aren't great. You really want these guys. And in fact, what you really want is you want the Ice Clad, whatever they're called.
Yeah, those are the best home defenders.
These guys. I mean, just for dealing with Lemuria in general, because Lemuria can't really hurt them.
Oh, and Lemuria is probably cold 3 as well, so
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
But it's kind of like you're tooled up for this war against the monkeys, where these, Raven Guard are great. And then it's like, fuck. We'll see. I have no idea if Lemuria is going to attack. If they do, it's going to be a big, bad, fat, hairy deal for Calum. We haven't done the Phlegra Satis War. Let's come down and do that.
I was really going to ask who is Phlegra fighting, and then I remembered.
He's got the Drakon in front. Summon Earth Power. Oh, please gas your own troops.
I was thinking that.
Dang it.
Do it backwards. Do it backwards.
I demand more entertainment. It would have been so funny if he gassed his own troops.
Cast cheat death on your enemies. Or cheat twist fate.
They patrol out a Kalem scout here. This is just an army of Falchineers, which I guess sadly is the best you can do as late-age Satis.
True living.
I mean, this is Satis' capital. Phlegra is up in their shit.
Yeah, there you go. Remember, I think at some point we mentioned that I thought one of their best moves was that Lab Forest.
Wait, which one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. I mean, I think that this is the problem, though. So, like, Satis sat in their capital.
Oh, I had to squint. I thought that was Golem, and I was like, wait, what?
I think as Satis, you want to take a fight somewhere, I think. Like, you can't not fight. I mean, I guess he could do the assassin play, maybe. Yeah, there's not a lot of good commanders. So maybe he's going to try and plink away their commanders and then hit them. But that tactic aside, you really want to pick a fight. Like, there's plenty of opportunity to defeat these guys in detail. And I think that's what you want to look to do. But
yeah, I totally expect Phlegra to right now condense. And if they want it to cap, they're going to probably condense into that province there, that northern province. Or if they're going to be cheeky, they're going to then have those guys raid the 2 remaining cap circle provinces.
yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of chariots, though. And
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go on top of the cap. I just don't feel like they're going to do it. So I think if I were Satis, I would probably consider just abandoning the cap for a turn. Like, okay, you can siege it if you want to. I'm going to go try to pick off if you go here and here. And maybe set
you
up
don't
some
want to fight with your
traps.
cap PD anyways.
Yeah.
Satis PD is a damn detriment.
Oh, God. City Guard and Militia?
Bunch of garbage that's going to run up and HP route you.
Yeah, it's really bad. Okay. So this is what's going on. We don't have any big battles to report. Not a lot of mage commitment from Phlegra, though. It's kind of a, it started off with like a few guys, like some mercs he had kind of like hired at the, like behind a drugstore, some people smoking on crack pipes. He's like, hey guys, let's go attack these lizards. And they're like, oh yeah? Like, what's in it for me? He's like, the lizards have some rocks. Let's go get the little crack rocks. And they're like, okay.
I want them.
And it's shifted where he now has actual, like a proper conscripted army, but there's no mages. This is just disrespectful when you attack somebody like this. I
do it all the time.
Yeah. But it's kind of the thing. It's like, if, in a new player game, it can work, is I guess what I'm trying to say. But I can't help but look at it and be like, oh man, if people script their armies right, like any of these things are just like fodder. I think we've covered everything.
Did we go over what Ulm is actually doing? I don't think we covered actually what Ulm's doing.
Yeah, we did talk about them, their little purchase.
They did the purchase. What else are they doing, though? Who are they going to attack?
I mean, they vultured a little bit off of Joeman. I don't know what the plan is. I mean, it could be to go on Agartha, or it could be to go on...
I think Lemuria is going to attack them.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, Ulm I've straight up killed a bigger than me Lemuria as Ulm in a 1v1. So
how well do Bull Guardians do against Lemurians?
Wait, what's that?
How good do Ghoul Guardians do versus Lemurians?
They'll tear up thugs and stuff like that. But the Ghoul Guardians aren't even really the linchpin. Like Iron Blizzard's gonna fuck them up for your armies, and then later when you get vampires out, they can communion up and do like Wither Bones spam. Withering Bones ruins Lemurian armies. And later when you have a blood economy going too, you can be doing like sending horrors, and you can be assassinating their, like, one of the things with a lot of these free spawn nations is they rely on like commanders a lot. So you can like try to assassinate them with blood stuff. Anyway, I wouldn't be looking to do it because God knows this land isn't worth anything. I think we have the rebirth mod on, so at least they could like eventually reclaim income from it. But yeah, we have rebirth, but you know.
Yeah, no, I'm never excited to jump into Lemuria. I do agree with you on Wither Bones, and I do want to point out, just because recently this happened, I was really confused. A Lemuria player took a Windwalker Bless, and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen, mind you. And a bunch of veteran players were having a very hard time with it, and I was just really confused because you just have a solo console running around, just use this magical spell that, similar to Wither Bones, is called Dust to Dust. And there's other spells like it, and it solves all your problems.
Yeah.
The issue with that bless was, because I watched it happen as this guy literally careened across the map, across the top of my nation. Like, he can skip provinces, even if you own them. So, like, he would never, you cannot guess what province they will attack.
Just pretend he's a flyer. Done. He tried to do that to me, and he got dusted immediately.
Yeah, but there's like 7 consoles.
The grippa is just like fighting elves. You just assume they're going to be everywhere.
Oh, well, here's the part that makes this guy special is that he hasn't napped anybody. He's attacking every single province he can. He's fought like 6 players at once across all of them. He'll zigzag between your lands, going into someone else's lands, come back down somewhere else, and just keep going. And it's like,
because no one was stopping him. He just...
Wait, is he going to win that game?
I have no idea.
Maybe.
Is he in
I hopped out of it already, but he was in a really good position last I remember.
Okay. Huh.
I just know that the one time he came to mess with me, he got Dust to Dust, and I told him, if you send someone else, I'm going to research Control the Dead, and I'll happily take all your consoles.
Yeah, it's like a 16-player game, and he owned the entire horizontal in one of the sections of the map. And it's like, turn freaking 35.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
Okay. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, Zan and Grippa. Any closing thoughts?
This game is awesome.
Yeah, this game's going well. I think Joeman's gonna now fully run away with it, though.
Okay. Got the prediction in from Grippa. Place your bets at the local or with your local bookie. See you guys next time.
Team Joeman as well.
Ciao.